Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today we are on our lifetime lease. This is the old CRP field where couldn't do anything with it for it was 10, 15, I don't know, about 20 years I guess it was. Anyway, it came out of CRP, and these autumn olives actually grew up in here, and there's another big one over there we haven't got yet. These darn things, they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they've actually killed the soil, or they've just smothered out the grass. And so Isaac came in, and David, they're cutting them. I'm going behind them. This is my painting outfit. I know I talk a lot about it. I don't think I've ever showed anybody exactly how I do it. And so I thought, well, right now is a good time. So I use these rubber gloves. Put one on each hand. I like the blue. They just seem a little bit stouter. And they are powder-free nitrile exam gloves. 100 pairs in there. Anyway, this is my painting outfit right here. So we have a milk crate. Let me just do this. Yeah, put that in. So this milk crate holds 4 jugs. These are bar oil, empty ones. And what we've done is we've got 2 full jugs. Actually, we've used all the brush killer in that one. This one's still 3/4 full. And what we do, I'll just pull this out, is we leave the handle on there, okay? And there's my brush down in there. And I only put like maybe 2 inches of brush killer in there from that jug. Then I put the lid back on that one. And the reason I only put 2 inches on there is if I lay this thing down on the ground like such, and let's say it falls over, you just lost your 2 inches of brush killer. What if you had that thing full? You know, if you had it clear up here, you just lost, you know, probably $20 worth of brush killer right there, or 15 anyway. Because my brush killer is 1 quart of a crossbow to 5 gallons of red diesel. And people ask me, why do you use red diesel over white diesel? Well, white diesel is what goes in your pickup truck, tractor. Well, you can get farm diesel. The red, they put a dye in it, and that should only be used on the farm for tractors, combines, whatever. And there goes my cutting crew right there. I mean, these guys can flat knock down some brush. I was kind of keeping up with them. Anyway, we've actually got 2 outfits, so we can have 2 people painting. You know, we got 2 jugs. And so I'm gonna go over here with this jug right here. And I'm gonna paint one without my gloves on, because I don't get into it. So the beautiful thing about autumn olives is they are a softwood, and they rot out really quickly. So once you kill the stump, it just doesn't come back. And well, I shouldn't say it doesn't come back. It rots out quickly. The stump will be rotted out there, and if I get a good kill on it and it doesn't sprout back, I would say probably 3 years. I'll be able to come along here with a front end loader on a skid steer and just pop that thing out of the ground. It'll probably just snap off. Look at that thing. Somebody just shot a big gun up on the hill there. It's if you count the rings on that, and that autumn olive is probably, well, I'm gonna guess it's around 30 to 40 years old. And see, they just keep getting bigger. So it started, this was the main trunk, then it sent this one out, it sent that one out, it sent that one out, it sent that one out. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And pretty soon you're stuck with this 60-foot wide tree that's killed all your grass. And of course they like to put out roots. There's one, I'll have to make sure I paint that. And you got all this little stuff in here, all these little ones. That's a tree. If you don't paint that, it'll come back, and it will grow to this size right there. These things came from China. They are absolutely brutal. to try and control. And well, that one's not even cut. That one is. Oh, it is cut. Yeah. There's so much weight on it, it felt like it wasn't, but it's cut. Man, what was that? Somebody shot a lot of shells really quickly right there. Anyway, so this is my brush killer. And I want to make sure I don't spill this while I'm trying to show you how we do it. So I just reach down in here, I get my brush, and I like about a 6-inch handle, and I just really daub it on around the edge of the bark. You don't need to paint in here. That's the center of the tree. That does not feed the tree. Just rub it around the edge of the bark. On the little ones like that, I just daub it. But you got to put it on there thick enough. See how it's coming down the side of that bark? You want a little bit of that to drape, to wick down on the bark. If you don't get it on the edge of your bark, it's probably not gonna completely kill the stump. And you'll be back out here in about 5 years doing the same exact practice again. So I guess you might say I'm a little bit liberal with it. I want to make sure I get it, because it is hard work. It's hard work cutting these, getting rid of the brush, which we have grapples on our tractor that makes getting rid of the brush and snap. But if you're hand packing it, you're gonna have to do the same practice again in about 5 years, 5 to 10 years. And to me, clearing brush is a little bit like building a fence. If you build a crappy fence, you're gonna be out there again in several years rebuilding your crappy fence. And that's why I like to build fence once and be done with it. But yeah, this is I don't like chemicals, folks. I really don't. And I don't like paint without gloves, but I'm doing this just for you all, so you can kind of see how we do it, because I can't put a glove on and film at the same time because I can't turn the screen on with the rubber gloves. It doesn't recognize my skin, which isn't skin, it's a glove. But you're kind of getting the idea. But here's the beautiful part, folks. So I'm just gonna leave that there, because I'm done painting without gloves. I'm gonna get my gloves on. I don't like getting this stuff on me, and if I do, I'm gonna put a little spit on my hand, and I'm gonna wipe it off. But anyway, so let's just say we want to pour some back in here. Here's the really cool part. I want you all to pay attention to this. Well, this is my full one. Check this out. I'm gonna take my lid off. Okay, take the lid off. And I've got some brush killer left in here. Not very much, but enough to show you what I mean. I take the brush out. Let's just say we had 2 inches of brush killer in there. How am I gonna get it back in that hole? How am I gonna get it back in there without spilling it all the sides of the brush? Watch this. So I've left the handle. There it comes. There's not much brush killer in there. See, the handle that I'm holding on to, that's part of my funnel. So it comes through that handle, out the nozzle, back into my can. I don't get any on me. I don't get any on the side of the can. So when I pick it up to transport it, I don't have it all over me. And it's very efficient in not wasting brush killer. And then when I'm done, I just put my lid back on. Done. Of course, my brush goes back in there, and that's the way we do it. And I just kind of happened onto that handle thing many years ago. It's really a neat trick. So don't cut your handle off. Just cut an opening in the front up to here and leave that on. Leave that nozzle on there. That's your spout or your funnel to pour it back into your jug right here. Anyway, I'm done there. I got to get back to work. I'm getting cold now. I'm just standing around talking. And the sun's went down, and it is almost, well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So everyone have a good one and have a happy Thanksgiving. Take care.